Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please take a moment to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified when I upload the next video. Make sure you're watching the video till the end. Alright, without wasting much time, let's dive right into the world of accounts. Before starting, I want every one of you to please take a notebook and a pen so that you can write down the important points which we will be discussing in our today's class. We will be discussing four topics. Number one, features of bookkeeping. Number two, features of accounting. Number three, difference between a bookkeeper and an accountant. And number four, difference between accounting and accountancy. Now, coming to our first topic, which is features of bookkeeping. Now, when I say feature, I mean the characteristics or the nature of bookkeeping. The first characteristics of bookkeeping is that it helps in identifying all the events and transactions which are carried out in a business. The second characteristics is that it helps in recording the financial transactions in a systematic manner. Here, financial transactions means the business transactions, which can be converted in the form of money. Moving to our next topic, which is features of accounting. Well, I've made a video on detailed video on accounting in my previous video. If you haven't watched that, please go and watch that video first. And if you did, then please continue watching. As I said, we are discussing about the features of accounting. Now, the first feature of accounting is accounting helps in recording, classifying, summarizing, and interpreting the business transactions to its interested parties. Here, interested parties refers to the internal users and the external users. Now, who are internal users? They are the board of directors or the owners, all right? And who are external users? They are the tax authorities or the government. These two parties, they are interested in knowing the financial position and financial performance of the business. The second feature of accounting is accounting is treated as a science as well as an art. Why it is treated as a science? Because accounting follows certain guidelines and standards which are set up by the GAAP and the IFRS. Here, GAAP refers to the generally accepted accounting principles and IFRS stands for International Financial Reporting Standards. These guidelines are universally accepted. That is the reason why accounting is treated as science. Now, why accounting is also treated as an art? The main objective of accountant is to present the financial statements in such a manner so that he can communicate those information to its interested audiences or the interested parties. So this communication is done in a very creative manner. In short, we can say that accounting is a mix of both science and art. The scientific side of accounting ensures accuracy and consistency, while the artistic side of accounting allows flexibility. All right, flexibility and creativity while communicating the information to its interested parties. The third feature of accounting is it has a broader concept than bookkeeping. I hope the features of accounting is clear. Now, next topic of our today's discussion is difference between a bookkeeper and an accountant. The first basic difference between a bookkeeper and an accountant is that a bookkeeper does not have a professional knowledge. That means any layman can be a bookkeeper. whereas an accountant has a higher degree of knowledge. It requires some specialized knowledge or some expertise knowledge in the field of accounting and finance. The second difference between the two is a bookkeeper is performed by a junior staff, where he is at a lower post than the accountant, whereas an accountant is performed by a senior staff who has a higher degree of knowledge than the bookkeeper. The third difference is that bookkeeper is someone who only maintains and records the financial transactions. The main or the primary job of a bookkeeper is to record the financial transactions on a day-to-day basis, that is on a daily basis. Whereas the main job of an accountant is to prepare the financial statements in such a manner so that he can communicate those information to its interested parties. All right, these are the three basic differences between a bookkeeper and an accountant. The last topic of our today's discussion is difference between an accounting and accountancy. Often these two terms are used interchangeably. However, there is a basic difference between the two. The first difference lies in its meaning itself. We have discussed already what do you mean by accounting? It refers to recording, classifying, summarizing, and interpreting the business transactions, whereas the meaning of accountancy means the profession or the knowledge or the practice of accounting. Accountancy means what? It is a knowledge or the practice of accounting. The second difference between the two is the usage. Accounting often is used to describe the operational activities within the organization. What are the operational activities within the organization? It can be preparing the financial statements and maintaining the ledgers. All right, the while the difference while accountancy is used as a profession, qualification, and the ethical consideration within the field of accounting. And the last difference between the two is its scope. Accounting is generally narrow in scope as compared to accountancy, whereas accountancy has a broader scope. With that, we have come to the end of our today's discussion. I hope you found this video informative. But before winding, let's quickly revise what we have learned in our today's class. We have learned the features of accounting. What are the features of accounting? Accounting helps in identifying, recording, classifying, summarizing, and interpreting the business transactions. It is considered both a science as well as an art. It has a broader concept than bookkeeping. The next topic which we have discussed was features of bookkeeping. Bookkeeping helps in identifying the business transactions. It also helps in recording the business transactions in a chronological order. The third topic which we have discussed was difference between a bookkeeper and an accountant. The basic difference between the two is that a bookkeeper is performed by a junior staff, whereas an accountant is performed by a senior staff. Bookkeeper does not require professional knowledge, whereas an accountant require, in order to be an accountant, it requires higher degree of knowledge, and he should have an expertise knowledge in the field of accounting and finance. And the last topic which we have discussed was difference between accounting and accountancy. What is the difference between the two? It is accounting deals with recording, classifying, summarizing, and interpreting the business transactions, whereas accountancy refers to the practice or the knowledge of accounting. Accounting is used to prepare the financial statements and managing the ledgers, whereas accountancy is used as a profession, qualification, and the ethical consideration within the field of accounting. I hope you found this video informative. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and relatives. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.